Hey there. So very quickly, how this works in terms of the CapCut interface is you actually have a couple of different layers here, right? For each element of your video. You have, well, what I have here is my background music layer, which I've got throughout the entire ad. The main footage roll, where I've imported a bunch of different cuts that I recorded on my iPhone and spliced together. Then you've got the text overlays. So this is like the video, right? The background image, this thing that's moving. This is the title, what's called the title card. That's the stuff with the text that you can move around. And as the playhead scrubs through, whatever is existing on a layer will pop up. Just like that. And so I've added these little messages on this timeline or this layer, and it just goes through things like that. A couple of different callouts very quickly is that you can actually hide entire layers by clicking on the ad or the eyeball. I guess it's called a track. And then you can also lock things so that you can no longer move them. There are other things that you can do, like within each layer, obviously, you can adjust volume. And for this one, you can see it react live on the waveform. You can see how that changes. And hit undo to bring it back. You can also fade in the music and fade out the music. And that's really cool, right? So what you'll see here, and I'll make the waveform big, when you fade out, you see that? That's how you fade in and out. Hit undo a few times. You can also reduce noise. So if you're a track or your narration track, and this video doesn't have a narration, but if you did, what you could do is check the noise reduction and it will do a lot of noise cancellation. You can also increase the speed ramp as well as change the style of the voice. So you can do voice effects. Make you sound like an elf, a chipmunk, etc., etc. That stuff is not usually totally necessary. In terms of the UI, this is where you import the different files, whether it's media, or for media it's going to be, I think, a combination of music. Actually, this is where you import files from your computer, whether it's video or audio. This one is audio, you can see because there's no video. It's just the waveform. This one is the video. And what you can do is you just scrub through the video by hovering over it, and you can see it change over here. And so you have a live preview. And what you do is you hit I on your keyboard and O on your keyboard. And what that does is you set an in point and an out point. And then you hit plus, and then that will drop that selection onto the timeline. If you don't do that, then when you hit plus, you'll drop the whole selection, but then you have to like find the piece that you want and splice it. Hitting I and O on your keyboard makes things super easy. So yeah, that's how you use it in a nutshell. What else? You can add things by just clicking and dragging as well. You can copy and paste things, so Command C, Command V. You can drag it over. And you see how it's snapped right there? The auto guide. You can turn that on and off by coming over here and turn on and off auto snapping. The keyboard shortcut for that is N. And then you can also turn on and off magnet, which means if you've got it's on right now, you can see that you can't actually move this away. It like sticks to the thing that came before it. If you turn it off, you can move it away. You can also record your voice directly into the file. So I can be like, hey, 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 hello, hello. And it should drop it in, although I'm not sure where. And then, yeah, that's how it works. You can overlay these text things by coming to your text. You can hit default text and you can hit plus to drop something in. It just pops up right here, and then you can configure it in terms of the font. TikTok default is Proxima Novi, I think. You can change the font size, you can change the style, you can change the presets for the colors. You can change all of the different settings here. It's pretty cool. You can select the background, opacity for it, etc., etc. I'm gonna just undo. You can also add stickers. So this is pretty cool. This is everything you get in the app. You can add transitions and effects. I don't usually play with this. You can add filters. You can add custom LUTs if you're doing hardcore video editing with color grading. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.